welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing my first part of my Sephora Rouge sale, my Sephora spring haul. As you guys know, they're having their sale event for the spring and you guys can use code SPRINGSAVE. I'm not even sure if it's worth mentioning the code because by the time that I upload this video it's going to be too late. It's going to be after May 1st. So yeah, it's going to be past the May 1st date. So I wanted to upload this video to share with you guys some of the products that I did get at Sephora, and there are a lot of products that I've been wanting to try out, so I'm gonna go ahead and share them with you guys. This is just what I picked up. I have a couple of other things coming, but I figured I can just throw that into another makeup haul. It doesn't necessarily have to be like the Sephora one. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel, that you guys give this video a thumbs up if you guys do enjoy it, and turn on your post notifications so you guys never miss an upload from me, and make sure to follow on my social medias that I'll have on the top corner somewhere, so you guys are always up to date with what I do. And without further ado, let's get into the video. The first thing that I'm going to be talking about are some glosses. So I did pick up a couple of lip products from the sale, and I picked up two of the Fenty Beauty gloss bombs. I really like her gloss bombs. They smell really nice. They're really glossy, and I just am a fan of the gloss itself. The scent isn't my favorite, but I still don't really mind it that much. It just smells like candy, and they are so cute. I love the packaging of them. I just feel like Rihanna kills it every single time, and I just really like the packaging. They're compact, they're small, they have a really nice applicator. So this one is in the shade called Sweet Mouth. It's just a light pink with some shimmer in it, and I love it. I'm actually wearing it on my lips today, but of course I have lip liner and a lipstick on. But as far as the shade, it's just like a light pink. I really do like it. I notice it more in person than I do on camera, just how glossy and light it makes my lips look. They're not like super opaque, but they are just like a nice touch. They have deeper shades, like they have like a chocolate one, and just like different variety of glosses, but these are the two that called out to me. Then I also picked up the shade Diamond Milk, and this one is just a clear gloss kind of with some shimmer in it. I'm a big fan of clear glosses, but I have so many clear glosses in my collection, which is why I decided to pick up Diamond Milk, because I figured it's a little bit different. So I am a big fan of clear gloss, and I'm sure I'll pick up Glass Slipper, which is the name of the clear glosses she has, in the future. But for now, I just decided to pick up these two shades and just try them on my lips. I do really like the shade called Sweet Mouth. It's actually one of the first things I added to my cart. So next I picked up some things from Milk Makeup. The first one being the Hydro Grip Primer. I've heard a lot of good things about Milk Makeup, about their cream bronzers, their cream blushes, and I like how they have full size and mini sizes of their things, because the mini size is usually like half the price of the full product. So it's just really nice to have the option to pick up the full size or the mini size, so I like that. The Hydro Primer also has a mini size. However, I've already tried the Hydro Grip Primer in the past, and it's a really good primer. I really like how it makes my skin look, and I really like how it makes my foundation look. So I'm a big fan of that primer, and I wanted to pick up the full size. The next thing I picked up was this vegan milk moisturizer, and this is what it looks like, and this is a little box. I just took it out of the packaging. So it's a really thick moisturizer. If you're someone that struggles with dry skin, I definitely would recommend this. I have dry skin myself, and this was very thick for me. Like, it completely caught me off guard. It's very, very creamy, and it's very hydrating. So if you're someone that just has really dry skin, I think that'd be great. Okay, so the next thing that I picked up was actually this Natasha Denona Vibe palette, and this is the all neutral palette, and it's actually what I'm wearing on my eyes today. If you guys want to see the full tutorial that I did, I will have it up on my channel. It should be up before I post this video. So this is what this one looks like. It does retail for $129, which is why I wanted to get it during the sale. It does retail for $129, so I did want to get it during the sale, and like I said, I did use it. And like I said, I did use this on my eyes. First impressions, I don't really know how to feel about it, to be honest. I mean, The shadows did blend really well. I don't really have any complaints about how they performed. Just personally, I just don't know if it's worth $129. Now, because of the sale, I didn't pay the full price, so it did bring it down a little bit. So I personally don't really have like full thoughts about it. I have to try it out more, but it is nice. Do I have shadows that can pretty much do the same thing? Yes, but I just have to try out her formula more and see the difference between other shadows to really get a feel for it. Okay, so the next thing that I picked up was the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. Now this one I've been wanting for so long, and this one does retail for $129 as well. However, this one actually has way more shades. The pans are a little bit smaller, but as you guys can see, you have way more variety of shades. And I love this palette. Like, I love the color story. I haven't tried it, so I don't know how it performs. But I really do like the mattes in here. She has a variety of mattes and shimmers, but she has like 2 different formulas of mattes. Some of the mattes that I used in the Biba palette, she has in here, so they're like different kinds of mattes, and I didn't really notice that. Like, you guys can tell that like some of the mattes have more texture than others, which is interesting. I don't know her formula too well, but I'm excited. Like, if I could only keep one Natasha Denona palette, I already know it's gonna be this one. Not that I have to get rid of them for any reason, but yeah, like, this is such a pretty palette. The next one that I was super intrigued to get, and I've been wanting it since it released, was the Natasha Denona Love palette. Now this one retails for $65. It's a little bit smaller than the Viva palette. I can do comparisons of the sizes just through the box. You guys can tell that it's a little bit smaller. So this is what the Love palette looks like. It's super, super pretty. It has just like burgundies, pinks, purples. Like I said, I've been wanting this palette for so long. It's so gorgeous. I really liked this one, and I love the packaging of the palette. It's just really nice and pink. So yeah, I only really like to go out and shop at Sephora when there is a sale. That's why I'm a Rouge member, because I do a lot of my bigger shopping during those times. I hardly ever like to purchase stuff from Sephora. If they have it at Ulta, I'll get it from Ulta, but some of the things are just Sephora exclusives. This is the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes palette. Now, I really wanted this palette when it first came out. Mac Daddy is super infamous for his soft glam, and I know that his makeup is bomb, so I'm super excited about this. It's just so sleek. I love his first palette, the Midnight palette that he came out with, and I got that one off of his site for sale on Black Friday. However, this one is a completely different story. It is so freaking nice. I know they're just neutrals, but I've heard the formula on this is so good, and I'm a big fan of soft glam. I really love soft glam looks, so when I saw that he came out with another palette, I was very intrigued. And I did also pick up some of his loose highlighters, but everything that I've gotten from Artist Couture, I've really been impressed by. His loose highlighters are beautiful, his other palette is gorgeous, and his lip gloss in Uncensored 2.0 is divine. I really want to try out his lipsticks, but unfortunately they were all sold out by the time that I added these things to my cart, so hopefully I can get my hands on some. I really do want to try out his formula. The next palette is another Natasha Denona palette, this one being the Safari. This is an all matte palette. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If it's all matte, I'm intrigued and I want it. So this is what she looks like, and it's an olive color. I love the packaging of this one. This is what the Safari palette looks like. Now, when this palette first came out, I was super excited about it. Like, I wanted it so bad. Like, I know that it's nothing special to a lot of people, but to me, it's stunning. And the fact that it was all matte made me want it even more. However, I've heard a lot of mixed reviews, but I said F it, because it was actually $89 versus the $129 plus the 20% off. I'm very excited to see how the formula works. I hope that it works for me. I hope that I enjoy the palette, because even if it doesn't work for me, I'm going to be so stubborn and I'm going to make it work. The next one that I picked up was only because the Safari palette came on sale. Once I saw that it was on sale, I was like, okay, let me spend a little bit more money and get myself the gold palette. So I did purchase the Natasha Denona gold palette. This time around, I didn't pick up a lot of skincare because I have so much skincare. I have so many primers. Like, I just didn't feel like I wanted to overwhelm myself either. If I want a primer, some more skincare, I'll get it during the holidays. We have plenty of time to buy stuff, so I didn't want to get too much into too ahead. But these palettes I have been wanting for a while, so if it's excessive, I understand that, but they have been on my wish list for a long time. So this is what the gold palette looks like. And this one, first of all, look at that packaging. It's gorgeous. And when you open it up, this is what the palette looks like. Now, at first I didn't want the gold palette. I really didn't, and I wasn't going to add it to my cart. But when I saw that the Sephora palette did go on sale, I decided that it was a nice gift to myself to wait for it to go on sale. The next palette that I did purchase has been on my list for so long, and that's kind of what I was looking at whenever I made my purchases this year. I was looking at the things that I had on my like love list, which most of the times they're things I heart because I have to take them out of my basket. I just put move to loves and then it creates this long list. I have the Grande Pro Volume 3 and I really like it, but I wanted to also give myself the variety of getting something that was neutral. So I do have 2 more Viseart palettes than I am getting, but I did want to purchase this one. I have some of the dark edits. I have some of the actual like palettes that she came out with that have like a clear cover, and now I have this one, and I have the Grande Pro Volume 3. I don't think there's much different in size, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look at the like milligrams and stuff, but this is what the palette looks like. It's just a neutral palette, but this is what these shades look like. I know that it's a neutral palette, however, I've been wanting this palette for so long that I wanted it. One more palette that I did get from Natasha Denona. This is the last Natasha Denona that I have in this haul. So this is the Mini Retro palette. This is a 5 eyeshadow palette, and I'm excited. So this palette is sold out currently. It's sold out during the sale, but I don't blame anyone because this is such a cute little palette. I didn't want to pick up more of her palettes, but I was like, you know what, I know that it's kind of hit or miss with the minis, and either way the minis are way more affordable. This is $25, but you're basically paying $5 per shade, which makes it a little bit more I mean, I buy single shadows all the time, so you know, that's makes sense to me in my mind why it's $25. It's not that bad. So I really am intrigued to see how that performs. It reminded me a little bit of the color story of the Mel Cosmetics Millennial Pinks palette. I'm really excited to see how this one works out. If I like the formula on that, I'll go ahead and pick up some other palettes, but for now I still don't know how Natasha Denona is on my list. Like, I don't know where it rates on my list, so I have to be a little bit more patient with that. The next palettes that I picked up are from Huda Beauty. This is the Pastels Mint. So I did pick up all of the little Mint Obsessions palette because I have all of them and I really enjoy them. So I really like her little palettes. And I've heard mixed reviews about the pastels and how a lot of people don't like the marble shades. I will try them out for myself and come out to the conclusion if I like them or not. They're gorgeous. I want them. I wanted to complete my collection. So this is the Lilac palette. This one I've heard good things about. The one I've heard least good things about is a Rose palette, but the Pastels palette looks gorgeous. It just has really nice pastels. Again, it has some marble shades, but not as many. It has more of those shimmers, which I think she included more in the mint one, but I don't know about the rose one. So this is the Rose palette. They just have clear covers on them, but yeah, this one does have one of the marble shades. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's a very light. It is a pastel palette. I don't expect like crazy pigmentation out of it, but I do hope that it's still a buildable formula and that it blends out. those are my expectations for these. Even though they're hard to blend out, I still blend out pastels when I do use them. And then coming down to the final two things are from Voss. I did have my eye on this one, and this is the Matte Vibes palette. This is the Matte Vibes palette. This is what it looks like, and I really like this palette. I think it's the only thing I didn't like was that I feel like the shade names are the exact same ones as the one in the Bright Vibes, but I really do like the formula of the Bright Vibes, so I figured, you know what, let me get it. Okay, so this is the Sugar Crystals 18 color eyeshadow palette. I have been wanting this palette for such a long time, but it just never was meant to be for us, and I finally saw that it was on sale, 20% off on top of that, so I went ahead and picked it up. So many of the girls that I follow on Instagram use this palette, and they always create such gorgeous looks. I know that everyone is like, oh my god, well, there's only a little bit of mattes in here, and I always complain about the variety of mattes. But when I actually look at the palette, it's actually really nice. You have like the highlighter shades up here, like the more pastel-y shades down there, and then the mattes are actually pretty good, like they're super bomb. I have been wanting this palette for such a long time, so once I saw that it was on sale, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and pick her up. I know that Violet Voss did have her for like 24 bucks or 20 bucks during like Valentine's Day, but I didn't get it because I was too cheap to get the shipping. But either way, you know, I figured 20% off, $32 isn't too bad, and I'm really excited to get to try it out for myself. So that is pretty much everything that I got from Sephora so far. I do have like 3 more orders coming, but I don't want to wait till they get here because they are going to take longer because of everything that's going on. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful or entertaining. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Turn on your post notifications if you guys never want to miss an upload from me. And also don't forget to give this video a like if you did enjoy it. That is it for this video. I will see you guys on my next one. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.